Well, surely, though, you can't get bowled out. You've got to agree you can't get bowled out. So
I agree
would
there.
be fatal flaw number one.
Absolutely. Down the ground, that's a beautiful cricket shot. South Africa changing their tactics a little. Mid-off was very wide, almost an extra cover.
Well, they've gone 3 players on the leg side here. We've only seen that in the recent games, but here we see these 2 wickets. Big 2 wickets. That first ball was short leg side boundary.
Good bowling. He's going to get a dot.
You don't want to be bowling wides here because Elwie's now bowling the 10th ball of the over.
Fatigue becomes a factor. This one is going to go over cover for 6. A beautiful cricket stroke. He got it on the full and gave it the treatment. So these are the drop catches from the last time the South Africans were on the park. That one should have been taken. This one's a toughie, in all due respect. That one, there was a lot of almost ones. So Dry's the man. Cornet Dry. He's going to bowl from the Kowloon Cricket Club members' end.
What you will see in this game is probably the fastest bowlers in the competition as well.
They do bowl some heat. They're the Pakistani bowling attack. That's a cut shot all the way for 6. You can't give these boys width.
It doesn't matter how quickly you bowl. If you bowl short and wide and swinging away, that's 407 sixes for the tournament, Brian. How many are we going to end up after this game?
Well, Charlie Burke told us 220 was the last 2012, so obviously in 5 years he didn't include GST. The boys have got bigger, stronger, and the bats are massive. That's going to be played away on the offside, nice and gently for 4. And can you believe it? We're only 1.2 overs in and the score's 35.
Well, he's bowling a first-class length here and swinging it away, and he's got 1 on the offside. He's changed it now. He's moving one of his leg side fielders onto the offside. Just a little bit more protection for him.
This time he's down the ground and we've nearly lost an umpire because that was hit at pace. Tabarak Dar, the umpire, did very well to clear the head there because that is on target.
He nearly went the wrong way too. That could have been nasty.
I do worry for umpires nowadays, let me tell you. We've seen a couple wear shields and maybe a helmet or 2. That's sliced away on the offside, and that's going to be 4 more. It's a good over so far for Pakistan.
And the best thing about it for them is it's been pretty safe. Played good shots. Just know they lose another wicket here, and it's starting to get a little bit difficult. There's enough time just to play these good shots and go hard at the end.
Very hard to defend a cricket ground with only 4 fielders. That's what you got to do. That's a better length. Right on the money. You'll only get a single.
Well, he's gone for 19 here, and he's still got 3 balls to go.
There's lots of goings on in the crowd, that's for sure. That's down the ground as well. Hit very hard, and that's another boundary.
See, you only have to miss your length by a smidgen, and the difference between a single off the last ball and that being smacked back past him for 4.
Ahmad's 26 from 7, Anwar 14 from 4. That's short down the leg side and got the treatment. 4 more.
Well, the elation of the last over Feels a long way away after this over, Brian.
Just lost his length. That's down the ground. He's a chance and he's out. There's your third wicket. And thank you. He loves the celebration. There's Cornet Dry and Sarah Lurley.
What's going on here with these celebrations?
Down the ground, didn't get the elevation, straight to him, and I'm going to go as far as saying he doesn't quite have the rhythm on the dance floor that's required. They're having a good time here at the KCC, and that little fella is probably watching his team go very well. That's him when he's bowling. He's pretty happy with himself and for the team. And with that wicket, he actually became the leading wicket taker of the tournament. There it is, confirmation. Sarah Lurley with 6 is equal with Cornet Dry and Essen Khan.
He's actually let himself down there. He's taken that catch. And Cornet Dry's equaled the wickets with him. What was he thinking?
Oh no, Swainpole. Swainpole bowling his leg spin from the long end, what we would say. The kids are having a good time. And the dance moves are aplenty. Oh, they're loving it here at the Kowloon Cricket Club.
Just needs to finish off with a send-off and...
Down the ground, there's just a single. So far, so good for Swainpole.
Still a long way to go here for Pakistan.
That's got to be a wide. He just didn't get that one right. There's 8 balls in the over if you're looking at the bottom of your screen. And the MCC lads are earning a well-earned drink. But outside edge is going to go away for 4. He lost his length, his line, and through all this, Hamad has got to retire. He's been the constant at one end for Pakistan.
Well, that's what we spoke about, Ryan. You've got to have someone in the shed just to come back at the ends. Just a bit of that safety net, don't you? So the new batsman can keep going.
So it's Mohammad Sami, who's bowled absolute gas in this competition. Glad we don't have the speed gun on him because he's going at about a 140, 145. First ball, he's whipping it away down to fine leg for a boundary. So they're still coming hard, the Pakistani lads.
Well, we've got a fantastic crowd in here today. The place is humming at the moment, Ryan.
I can feel the excitement up here, Buck. I've never seen you with a bigger smile on your face. A swing and a miss. And Sami only wants to go one way, and that's towards square leg.
I think he might have picked the wrong one. Just didn't manage to play it.
Straight, that could be a chance, and that's definitely out off the glove, and all of a sudden Pakistan are 4 for.
Well, you can only lose 6 wickets in this competition, can't you, Brian? So you have the last man standing rule, but...
Well, I'll tell you what happened there, Chris. He charged before the bowler even started, and Swainpole saw him coming and bowled the faster one and pretty much sniffed him up. Have a look at that for bowling. Well, that is brilliant.
Hamad has come back out now. He was the batsman who retired 31 off 9 balls, so he's back out here. This is taking a twist. I told you can't lose wickets here.
Well, maybe their tactic is just to get Led Ahmad do all the batting. That's a head hole fully and dealt with. And it's going to be a no ball as well.
Oh, that counts for 8, doesn't it? So that's a huge bonus there for Pakistan, but they've got a lot of work to do here. Got a big 130, don't you?
You think so? That's not too good, that bowling. This one's high in the air, and it's going to go a long way. A big one down the ground for 6.
The momentum of this game just changes so quickly.
There's a story in every over, that's for sure. And that's hoiked away as well, and it's going to go for 4. You start the over well, you get a wicket, and you still go for plenty.
A great little finish to the over there for Pakistan. But as we see this crowd, as I said, it is humming. People have been having such a great time here. It's been a brilliant 2 days here at Cowling Cricket Club. What scenes we see.
Absolutely. Up there, that pool pavilion, as you can see over there, is where the KCC members are at. Let me tell you, they're having a good time. So here it is, over number 4. Hamad is on strike. He's come back in. Adams, Chris Rogers' boy, is back on, and he goes for 6 first up.
Well, he was one of the most impressive bowlers yesterday. But Hamad is on fire. 37 off 10. We've got to find a way to get him off strike here.
That's better bowling, right up in the block hole, but still it goes for 4. You're pretty happy when you don't see elevation as a bowler, but it still races away.
Well, I mean, this is brilliant batting. South Africa either have to get him off strike or get him out. And then all the batting has to be done by Sohail. So for them, if they could find a way to get him out, this game could change quickly again.
It can turn on every ball. This time it's up in the air, and you guessed it, he's in massive trouble, and they've lost 5. Hamad is out. South Africa have grabbed their 5th. Sohail is going to bat solo.
Well, there's 13 balls to go here, right? They can't lose another wicket, that's it. You can't get bowled out in 6s, can you?
Well, you can, Chris, you can. So 13 rocks for one man to face. So I wonder, what's the tactics going to be now? And the South Africans are rejoicing. That's a bit circumspect, which you can understand.
Well, they have to find a way to 120 here, don't they? Or maybe even less, but they're bowlers.
Let's not forget they got guys who bowl gas.
Yeah. Maybe a couple of slips in the gully.
He's loving it, that bloke out there. So if you just joined us and you don't quite know the rules, last man stands. So this bloke can bat on his own as long as he stays in. And he's pumped that down the ground for 6. Sohail going solo.
It's good to see he's just holding back a little bit here, right?
Well, that was actually a proper cricket shot there, down the ground.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you're going to play cricket, this is how you want to play.
Absolutely, just bat on your own.
Yep.
Get everyone to run them for you. Oi, there's one that just slides past off stump. What I always enjoy is when it gets to this situation, the bloke at the other end's got plenty of advice, but he's already out. How about you pack it, mate, down to your end? That's what I'd be saying. Adams, can he get the final wicket? It's up in the air. There's a little bit of a sniff, but no, it's going to run away, is it? Yes, it is. 4 runs.
What about the desperation? I probably thought I wouldn't see fielders dive in left, right and centre. in the Sixers competition, but the South Africans have led the way in the field. They have dropped a couple of catches, but look at this. Going all the way, straight into the camera tripod.
Body on the line for their country, that's for sure. So here we go, last ball of the over. And that's going to go away as well for 6. No problem whatsoever. And Sohail is having a good time being on his own. Just lingered onto the leg stump and he paid the price. So as I said, if you're new to the game, here's the rules for you. Everyone has to bowl an over except for the wicky. In the final, we're bowling 8 balls, but that's only for the final. Of course, there's also no free hits if you bowl a no-y. And if you've also just joined us, there's a couple of signs that are demanding to be hit for 12. Last over underway, and the first ball is going to be misfielded for 4. That doesn't help.
I just talked up there fielding, didn't I, Ryan? Just let that one nutmeg him straight through the legs.
You've got him again. We've got a few blokes today, don't worry about that. The old commentator's curse. That should be fielded.
That is a proper nutmeg.
Again, it's the low full toss, and it just doesn't quite carry to the man at cow corner.
A few Bronx cheers there coming from the Kowloon members area, but as we see the Hublot watchers there, if you hit that sign, you don't just get 6 for it, you get 12.
That'd be handy. Again, that's perfect length from Nokolo.
I think South Africa would be relatively happy, but you just don't know, do you? This final is actually throwing up something different to us.
Well, 115 on the board. They've got them, and they're going to add to it here because that's going to go all the way.
Well, this could be the match-winning innings, really, because if Sohail had got out, then you think South Africa would have canted home. Sohail's played unbelievable, particularly thinking he's more of a...
They're playing the drums and having a good time. Don't worry about that.
He's more of a bowler, isn't he, really?
That's a wide. And just so the umpire made sure, he made sure he let him know. Once again, Hamid's down the wicket telling him what to do.
We've seen a couple of Red Dragon girls there, aren't we?
This one is out to the band of the boundary, and he's out. They're bowled out in the final over with 4 balls to spare. Pakistan are all she wrote for 123.
What a game we have on hand here, because yes, they got bowled out, Pakistan, but their strength is their bowling. They've got some genuine pace, particularly with Mohammad Sami. So you never know, but look at the South Africans. They're in this. They're up for it.
Absolutely. It's been action-packed. It was a low fully, and he couldn't muscle it over mid-wicket. And Nokolo gets the dismissal, and they're all out. Pakistan have been dismissed in this final for 123. Let's have a look at the tail of the tape. At the top of the order, they were really good to start with, was Ahmad with 41 from 12. He actually came back, and down the end there, Sahale with 46 from 14 was outstanding, but there were some holes in the middle, Chris Rogers.
We're there. Will Pakistan lose this game? Will be because they relied on 2 batsmen, and that's it. The South Africans, though, what a brilliant effort by them. To bowl the side out in the sixes, a fantastic effort.
Absolutely. The Pakistan fans, they'd be a little nervous right now, seeing their team bowled out. This is what South Africa did. Wickets early for Irwi. He was on a hat-trick at one stage. And then every single bowler picked up a pole. 123 all up from 4.5 overs. They didn't see it out, Pakistan, but like you say, Chris Rogers, they've got some of the best bowlers in the world here at Kowloon.
Some of the highlights we saw early. Ahmad early went hard, got him off for a pretty good start. But it was the wickets that cost Pakistan. They lost 2 in 2 balls. This one from Tanvir, straight down Adams' throat there, I think it was. And a great celebration by Irwi. But Pakistan didn't hold back, did they? They kept going, kept attacking.
Yeah, there was plenty of action and there was plenty of dance moves going on all over the shop. A little bit of chin music as well from the leg spinner. Knocked over Sammy. I wonder if he'll remember that. You betcha he will.
That was a crucial wicket, that one, wasn't it? Ahmad, who'd batted so well for his 41, was dismissed, and that meant Pakistan could only lose 1 more wicket. But Sohail, he didn't hold back. He kept going. That was an unbelievable 6. And he hit a couple of more, didn't he? The highest score in the match, but then he fell in the deep at mid-wicket. We had 3 balls to go, and that could be costly in the context of this game.
They've all been fantastic, the teams. They've got into the spirit of the Hong Kong World Sixes, that's for sure. That were the Kiwis and the MCC lads having a refreshment to replace the fluids they've lost today in what has been quite warm conditions. The tunes are playing loud and there's 5 overs to go in this competition. 40 rocks for South Africa to make 124 to be back-to-back winners, remembering that in 2012 they won the last instalment.
And it's almost fitting and it's this way, I think, Ryan, because Pakistan, as we've said, have had the best bowlers in the competition, but South Africa, up until recently, had the 2 highest scores as well, so they've been on fire with the bat. But to go up against this attack by Pakistan, that's a different challenge altogether, so it'll be interesting to see if they think about not losing wickets early or just think, oh, we're going to go for it.
Well, we're about to find out, because Saril Irwi is at the crease and he's going to face Mohammad Sami. And like we've said, in the overs that he's bowled, especially the game he played today, right arm fast is the perfect summation of what he's bowled.
And whenever a fast bowler gets bounced out, Ryan, you know what he's going to be thinking.
Absolutely. And especially when if a ball goes into the crowd, they'll get a brand newie sent out to them. So they'll be pretty happy with that, the quicks. Here we go. The run chase begins. And that's right up in the block hole. And he'll get a single. And South Africa's run chase is underway.
Steady start, that. Interested to see if they just think, well, you know, we can just play Sami a little bit more conservatively because he is their best bowler.
Farhan Sayanvala has batted pretty well in this competition, but he's going to face some outswingers at pace from Mohammad Sami. That one is going to be a leg by.
Tell you what, there's just something going on here, isn't there?
There's been a little bit of argy today, I reckon. Saw a little bit of niggle going on. Hong Kong and MCC, all in good spirits now. But it's fantastic to see because it means that it really means something to the teams. Having a nice Pepsi to get them through the day, the old MCC boys. That one is going to be a dot, or they're going to scamper through for a bye. Because the Pakistan wiki is a fair way back.
Did you just get away with that? Did that go over the wide line?
Well, let's have a look. I think that's...
No, we'll let that one go.
Inside. Again, a good piece of bowling, and it's a dot ball. Mohammad Sami getting a head of steam up here.
We're not seeing too many smiles at the moment now. It's all business, isn't it?
We're only halfway through the over in this 8-ball first over. But at the moment, Sammy's got the wood on it. That's a wide, you would have thought. They've got to scamper through for one. And umpire Clive Howard raises the arms.
Well, I faced Mohammad Sami in 2005 at the Wacker when he was bowling Thunderbolts. And I don't reckon he's much off it now.
I got a feeling I was at the other end.
There's a surprise.
And I'm going to go with you. I was telling you to tough it out. There's a bit of reverse Malachi for 6. That is fantastic. Let's have a look at that again, because that's one of the shots of the tournament.
Well, that is unbelievable. First of all, it's a gutsy shot. It ended up right where he wanted, but to hit him over third man for 6, that's a tremendous effort. 4
old scorers are doing a good job trying to keep up with it, and now they're getting bombarded with cricket balls. Again, low full toss. They're looking for one. They must come back for a second. They won't. Some good fielding out there by the Pakistani fielder.
He's almost egging the batsman to go there. The challenge is on here. This is as competitive as it gets. Look at the eyes there.
That's perfect bowling. Right in the block hole at pace. Not much he could do there. He's tried a little bit of something again, and he's going to call a wide. That's an interesting one, Clive.
Well, I think the umpire's got it right here, because the wide lines don't move in this competition. And that is over the line, and if it's over the line, what is it?
It's a wide.
There we go.
Handy runs for the South Africans. Those blokes didn't agree, and they've got a good view from side on. Again, goes for the reverse one, and it's gone for buys, and 4 of them. Handy runs, sundries are doing well for South Africa.
Oh, Irwig's furious there. He reckons he's got a little bit of bat on that.
Farhan is the wicketkeeper, and I'm just going to say he's a long way back, and trying to take him on the bounce isn't good if you're not really a wiki.
Well, maybe have a look again. No, I think that's his pad, doesn't it?
Pad, buys, it all counts. Runs are runs here at KCC, and for the first time, I'll say that there was a big powwow there from the Pakistani players because they're a little bit nervous.
Yeah. Sami walked past the wiki and just gave him a little bit of rev up. Don't miss him, mate.
So it's 20 off the first over, chasing 124 to win. Anwar's the man with the ball. Again, that's a beauty. We haven't seen a 6 so far in this innings from South Africa. And it's tough to hit those for 6. Doesn't matter where you're playing. That's a smoking cover drive. Absolutely smoked through the fielder there for 4.
Tanvir's put an excellent effort out there at deep cover. That ball was coming so quickly. And the ricochet might have just gone up into the sponsor's tent then and collected someone. You're not far away from the action down there.
You want to keep your wits about you, that's for sure. Big swing there and no contact. Sayanvala is 5 from 6 rocks, and we don't see that very often here at the Sixers.
A few nerves here, isn't there? A little bit of desperation. Who's going to blink first?
That's in the air, and that could be out. They're going to be one down here, South Africa. They are. Sayanvala loses his way, and South Africa are 24 for 1 in the second over.
Huge relief there for Pakistan. Anwar's bowled a brilliant over so far. Put one that was probably in the slot there to be hit. Sayanvala just didn't get a hold of it. And a very comfortable catch out in the deep there.
Adams is the new batsman. He's at the non-striker's end, and he's had a pretty good tournament so far with both bat and ball. Although Chris Rogers would manage to get him out first rock last time he talked him up.
He's still my man, Ryan.
We'll stick with him. That's, again, very good bowling, and it's going to go for 4. He muscled it out to the onside. Did Irwi.
Well, we've seen for 2 days the value of having a left-hander batting at this end, because that mid-wicket boundary is the shortest boundary on the ground. No fielder is defending that. You only have to be about 5 metres away from it, and you can't stop it.
Well, that's come about a change in the field. There's going to be 3 on the leg side now for Pakistan. Only 1 man on the offside.
Well, Irwi won't be worrying about that. He'll be trying to go over the top of them. He only has to get half a bat on it.
He's got an open stance, and he's setting up deep in his crease, and he's lidded him. Top edge onto the lid, and he'll pick up 1.
A nice bit of sportsmanship there by Anwar. Just walked past Irwi, asked if he was okay. You like to see that, because they're up for this game, aren't they? But they still showing respect.
Absolutely. We don't like seeing blokes get hit in the head at any time. Adams starts off with a flurry. Bang.
Well, he was excellent yesterday, Adams. Both with the ball and the bat, and that one is right in his slot.
I tell you what he's got is a very low pickup and low hands. He is down almost at stump level. This time he gets it away on the offside. There's only 1 on the offside, so they'll pick up it easy too. End of the second over, South Africa are 37 for 1.
17 runs coming from that.
They've got an hour to play this match, and the Hublot match clock is at nearly 37 minutes. He's sucking in the big ones. And the skipper, Sohail Tanvir, is coming on to bowl the third over. Just a reminder, it's an 8-ball final. 8 balls per over. So lots of time left for South Africa. And that's going to help. A full bunger goes and gone.
And that has to be a no ball as well. That's going to hurt Pakistan. That's worth 8. And he has to bowl again.
That's almost at the brink of getting a warning for a head-high full bunger. Can you get warned out of the game in sixes cricket? I don't know. I don't have the answer for that one. Next ball is the same, a repeat, and away it goes again. And Irwi, pumping out the chest, wants a piece of Sohail.
Oh, 2 full tosses. We know with Tanvir that ball is going to be angling into the left-hander, so that's just a gimme really for Irwi. He just has to help it on his way. He's done that twice.
Sorel Irwi is putting South Africa into a chance. And I'll tell you what else is a chance. As player of the tournament, he's been an absolute beauty. He's one of a number of blokes in the running, I would have thought. 3 in a row, can he? That's another no ball. It's going to go for 4. So there's 2 hip high or no balls from full tosses. And I reckon he's asking the question, how many fullies can you bowl at me?
Well, it's not first-class cricket, though, is it, Brian? There's no one else to bowl.
Like I say, I'm not sure what the rules are, but that's 2 in a row in 1 over.
What?
And in first-class cricket, you'd be sent off.
Well, Tanvir was rubbing his hands there. There's got to be a lot of sweat out there.
Well, it's a hot day, and this one is a little shorter, and he misses it. A rare blemish for Sorel Irwi. This is turning out to be a massive over. I tell you what can happen, though. If you get injured, the opposition pick who they want to bowl the rest of the balls. Imagine throwing that up. I wouldn't know who to pick for the Pakistan bowlers.
Well, not Sammy, that's for sure.
It wouldn't be him. That one has gone the journey. And Sorel, thanks for coming, buddy. Retire hurt, and your team is in with a chance of winning this one.
Well, he's walking up shaking his head. Not happy with those 2 full bungers he caught, but look at that one. He's got to be happy with that. That is a massive hit.
That fella can't believe it. That's a big hit. I'm not surprised. Very impressive hitting. Nicolo is the new man for South Africa.
Still 5 deliveries in this 10th over.
He's going for a reverse again, and he's going to call it a wide. It's interesting. The umpy took a long time to call it, but I reckon he was correct.
Who's under more pressure here, Brian? The players or the umpires?
I tell you who's not. It's you and me, because whatever happens, Chris, we're going to have a Peroni and enjoy our day after this. It's the best seat in the house for the final of the sixes. That one's short, it's in the air, and it could be out, and it is. They lose a wicket, South Africa, to some good bowling.
That might have to be the way for Pakistan. They might have to take wickets here. Because at the moment, you've got to back South Africa in this position. Just a little top edge there. The keeper was able to run round, take a comfortable catch.
Africa 2 for 65. Still 4 deliveries.
Swaying pole Aubrey is the new batsman. They need to maintain momentum here, the South African lads. Tanvir, again, it's high in the air, and it's going to be a single. What I will say, that just these last two batsmen, Adams and Nicolo, are trying to be a bit funky.
Well, they're probably thinking we've just got to hit the ball in the gaps, hit fours, and we'll do this easily. But Aubrey Swanepoel come to the crease now,
trying to use the pace to hit behind the wicket. It's fraught with danger, but so is everything in this final. There you go. It's an edge down the third man, and he got what he wanted, 4 runs. At the same stage, Pakistan were in massive trouble at 4 for 54.
With these 8-ball overs, Ryan, you've just got a little bit more time than you think. It's not too hard to chase down this total.
Because bowling 8 balls is tough work, and you think you're going to hit at least 1 or 2 for 6. And again, he's done it again. Used the pace nicely, and there's never been a third man in the whole competition.
Well, it's probably the smarter way to go with Tanvir, because the angle that he's delivering the ball at, it's always going to run across the right-hander. So instead of playing the...
And his length. You look at those, the length he's got wrong.
Yeah, I think I'd be trying to run it down the third man. It looks the easier shot anyway.
Well, here we go. This has brought a change in the field.
लोगों को यही कहा कि आप कम से कम 2 घंटा पहले जो है वो स्टेडियम की तरफ पहुंच जाए, ताकि आपको स्टेडियम में दाखिल होने में कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो. और एक अच्छी खासी बड़ी तादाद इस वक्त स्टेडियम में मौजूद, दोनों टीम्स की सपोर्ट में. और ये मैच जो कि मैच नंबर 5 इस एशिया का फेवरेट करार दिया जा रहा है. और आज हमने देखा भी एट द टाइम ऑफ टॉस कि जो बॉडी लैंग्वेज थी दोनों कैप्टन की, उसमें एक बड़ा फ़र्क नज़र आया है. और बॉडी लैंग्वेज का बड़ा अपना एक इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल होता है. उसको देखने के बाद बहुत से जो पंडित हैं क्रिकेट के या गेम के, वो बहुत सारी चीज़ों का अंदाज़ा लगाने की कोशिश करते हैं. और जो बॉडी लैंग्वेज रही है सरफराज की, बड़ी पॉजिटिव रही है, बहुत ही एनर्जेटिक किस्म की उनकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज नज़र आ रही थी. ऑन द अदर हैंड रोहित, ये भी उसकी एक वजह हो सकती है कि उन्होंने कल एक मैच खेला है और काफ़ी क्लोज वो मैच गया है, और उसके चंद घंटों के बाद उनको दोबारा ये मैच खेलना पड़ रहा है. तो प्रॉब्ली वो एक थकान उनकी शायद मौजूद हो, लेकिन बहरहाल उनकी जो बॉडी लैंग्वेज थी वो सरफराज की बॉडी लैंग्वेज से थोड़ी सी डिफरेंट नज़र आई है. और दूसरी तरफ आज पाकिस्तान ने टॉस जीता है. टॉस जीतकर पहले बैटिंग करने का उन्होंने फैसला किया है. और इससे पहले जो लास्ट इन दोनों टीम्स के दरमियान मैच हुआ था वो चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी में हुआ था, जहां पाकिस्तान ने 180 रन के बड़े मार्जिन से उस मैच में कामयाबी हासिल की थी. ऑल्दो मैं जिस तरह से कहता हूं कि मॉडर्न डे क्रिकेट में अब इन चीज़ों को इतना ज़्यादा कंसिडर नहीं किया जाता है कि आपका जो लास्ट मैच था उसका क्या रिजल्ट था. हर मैच को एक नए मैच की तरह लिया जाता है, और यही कुछ अब तमाम टीम्स करती हैं. लेकिन उसके बावजूद कहीं ना कहीं वो बहरहाल एक चीज़ कहीं ज़हन में मौजूद होती है. बट एनीवे, देखना होगा कि आज ये दोनों टीम्स किस तरह से परफॉर्म करती हैं. और ये भी एक पॉसिबिलिटी है इस टूर्नामेंट के अंदर, और शायद पहली बार ऐसा हुआ कि पाकिस्तान और इंडिया जो हैं वो 3 बार भी मैच खेल सकते हैं. एक तो जो आज खेल रहे हैं, फिर सुपर 4 में भी शायद इनका मैच हो जाए, और उसके बाद दोनों टीम्स अगर फाइनल के लिए क्वालिफाई कर गई तो वहां पर भी इनका मैच हो सकता है.
यस, डेफिनेटली स्पॉट ऑन. ऐसा पहले नहीं हुआ कि एक बायलैटरल सीरीज के अलावा इंडिया और पाकिस्तान एक दूसरे के मद्दे मुकाबले 2 से ज्यादा मरतबा आई हूं. 2 मरतबा डेफिनेटली इन्होंने एक दूसरे का मुकाबला कई मरतबा किया. चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी ऑल्सो बीइंग द लास्ट टूर्नामेंट, जिसके बाद पहली मरतबा इस लैंड ऑफ सुपरलेटिव्स में मौजूद हैं, जहां पर बड़ी तादाद में इंडियन, पाकिस्तानी, बांग्लादेशी, वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड से हर तरह के अफराद, हर तबका फिक्र के, हर तरह के रोजगार से ताल्लुक रखने वाले मौजूद हैं. और इस राइवलरी को जो कि मुनक़ता हुई थी अब से कुछ 20 साल पहले शारजा में, दुबई इस मरतबा देखने में कामयाब होगा. ऑलमोस्ट 10 years डाउन द रोड जब इस स्टेडियम का इफ्तिताह हुआ था, पहली मरतबा अब जाकर ये मौका यहाँ के बासियों को नसीब हो रहा है कि वो इस राइवलरी को देख सकें. ये सेल आउट है, इसमें कोई शक नहीं है, लेकिन चूंकि वर्किंग डे है इस वजह से यही बताया जा रहा है कि जो रोड्स लीड कर रही हैं दुबई स्पोर्ट्स सिटी की जानिब, वो ट्रैफिक जैम का शिकार हैं. और इसी बाबत हम देख सकते हैं कि इस वक्त 50% या उससे भी कुछ कम अफराद जो मौजूद हैं इस कैपेसिटी को फिल करते हुए अब से कुछ देर पहले आपने सुना पाकिस्तान का कौमी तराना और अब इंडिया के नेशनल एंथम को पेश करने के बाद दोनों टीम्स तैयार हैं। इमाम उल हक जो कि इनिंग्स का आगाज करने के लिए आ रहे हैं, उनके ऊपर एक बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन मार्क है, क्या वो बड़ी टीम के खिलाफ इस बिग गेम के मौके पर परफॉर्म कर सकेंगे। आज इसका आंसर देने को तैयार होंगे और उनके साथ होंगे फखर जमान, सेंचुरियन, चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी के फाइनल के दी ओवल में।
जहां बिल्कुल इन दोनों के दरमियान यानी पाकिस्तान और इंडिया के दरमियान अब तक 6 मरतबा एशिया कप में मुकाबला हुआ है, जिसमें से 12 दफा मुकाबला हुआ है, जिसमें से 6 दफा इंडिया ने और 5 दफा पाकिस्तान ने कामयाबी हासिल की, जबकि एक मैच जो था वो अबेंडन हुआ था। तो ये अब 13वां मैच होगा एशिया कप में। अगर एशिया कप की अगर हम स्पेसिफिक बात करें तो ये 13वां मैच है इन दोनों टीम्स के दरमियान। और जिस तरह मैंने बताया कि इसमें से 6 मरतबा इंडिया ने और 5 मरतबा पाकिस्तान ने कामयाबी हासिल की है। तो दोनों ओपनर्स इस वक्त क्रीज पर मौजूद हैं, फखर जमान और इमाम उल हक। और जबकि बॉलिंग की शुरुआत करेंगे भुवनेश्वर कुमार, जो बॉलिंग करेंगे। और आज पाकिस्तान ने टॉस जीतने के बाद पहले जो बैटिंग करने का फैसला किया है, तो सर्टनी जिस तरह से सरफराज ने भी कहा कि 280 प्लस का टारगेट उनके जहन में है। और इस बीच पहला ओवर, पहली गेंद सामने है इमाम, और इमाम ने इस गेंद को आहिस्तगी के साथ